My dear students of class 8A and 8B, today's lesson number 3, the American War of Independence. Some points are there, as I mentioned: nationalism, war, struggle, British colonies, expansion of trade, expansion of trade, expansion of trades. And another point, that was taxation on the colonies. Taxation on the colonies. So these are the points. First point, nationalism. What is the meaning of nationalism? Nationalism is a sentiment that is based on the common cultural characteristics of a nation, which always attract the people to be united without caste, creed, religion, and without caste, creed, religion, and any caste, creed, religion, and any group. This concept encourages the people to be united against any oppression, any injustice done to them. During the 15th century, America was discovered. The explorers named it New World. There were huge resources, raw materials from that new world attracted many countries of Europe. But they felt its necessity when the Industrial Revolution took place during the mid of 17th century, during the mid of 18th century. The Industrial Revolution, from where the country England was largely benefited, felt its necessity. They targeted the new world to be a part of England only because of its natural resources. In order to meet the growing demand of our factories and industries, the natural resources of America was very important to them. That's why during Industrial Revolution, a number of European countries like Spain, Holland, Britain, they gradually established their colonies. They tried to establish their colonies over there. But it was England who also settled there as a powerful nation of Europe, established 13 colonies in North America, and almost all the colonies were from Britain. After establishing the colonies in North America, Britain decided to make government there. How? They divided a number of territories A number of territories were divided and one governor was appointed to be the administrator of the respective territories. And these territories were governed by that very governor who was appointed by the British government. The governors were supposed to follow the instructions of the British government without making any attempt for the all-round development of the people of America. They were asked to safeguard the interests of the British government only, but not the interests of America or American people. Moreover, they impose high taxes. You know, in South America, there was huge agricultural production from agricultural lands. Huge acres of lands were fertile lands. Bulk quantity of agricultural crops were produced from there. But the British government decided to impose taxes both for, South America and North America. In South America, there was no industry, but in North America, there were many industries, many factories and industries. That's why most of the people of North America led a very modern lifestyle. They earned a lot of money and they all were traders and businessmen. They always earned money by extending their trade throughout different parts of the world through sea routes. That's why the British imposed high taxes on the Americans. This angered the American people. Since they did not have any representation in the British Parliament, they did not want to pay any tax to the British. Moreover, on the contrary, North America, in the western part of America, there was a British control, but in the eastern part, it was free of British control. That's why northern colonists, the traders and businessmen of North America, decided to extend their trade towards the eastern part of America. But King George III of Britain, decided to restrict the way of extending their trade towards the eastern America. This part, the eastern part, western part was not under British territory. Western part was not under British territory. But eastern part, the British had control over eastern part, but the western part was free of British control. The British had no territory towards the western part. That's why the colonies wanted to expand their territories into the west to increase their trade and agricultural production. But that very western part was very fertile. The British intended to establish their control over western part also. They established their control over eastern part, but they intended to establish their control over western part also. That's why they imposed many restrictions on the Americans not to extend their trade towards the western part. It angered, this decision of the British government angered American people. They felt that in spite of being Americans, in spite of being America in spite of being people of America, they had no right. Had they no right to extend their trade towards western part of America where there was no British territory? As a result, they started plotting against the British government. They decided to make public opinion. They decided to get themselves united against the oppression of the British. That's why the expansion of trade by the Americans towards the western part was restricted by the British. The British wanted to be benefited by themselves but not allow Americans to be benefited. That's why the Americans grew angry. The 13 colonies developed into prosperous agricultural settlements in southern part. There was a system of practicing cheap labor, means practicing of slavery. In South America, the British did not have any interest of it. They wanted to make money. They wanted to establish their control directly by hook or by crook. Afterwards, what happened? Taxation on the colonies. Britain had huge war indemnity due to 7 years war between herself and France. This 7 years war between Britain and France from 1756 to 1763 1756 to 1763. This 7 years war created financial trouble for Britain. Britain wanted to recover that amount of money from the American colonies. That's why the British government imposed high taxation, high amount of taxes on the American colonists, only to make up their loss, to make up their damage, to make up their money, to make up the amount of loss and money whatever they spent during the 7 years war between their country and France. But the Americans did not want to be a part of such war indemnity of Britain at the cost of themselves. That's why they strongly protested against the decision of imposing high taxes on them. The policy of high taxation on the Americans created an atmosphere. Almost all people of America got themselves united against the oppressive law of British rule. The British wanted to make them understand that collecting of money from taxes would bring prosperity for American people. America would become a part of all-round development. Only because of that reason, they had decided to impose taxes on the Americans. Everywhere, a number of steps would be taken to make the country a modernized city of the world, a modernized country of the world. A number of roads would be constructed. A number of facilities would be provided for agricultural development, for cultural development, for social development, economic development. But the Americans understood what they were being told was wrong. What was the intention of the British government was making their country rich and prosperous at the cost of the Americans. That's why they raise hue and cry by saying it, no taxation without representation. They required their representatives in the British Parliament who would raise their voice against British oppression. That's why they strongly raised, they coined that slogan, no taxation without representation. The British government initially thought that Americans should be given a chance to represent their country in the British Parliament. But it was King George III's decision. The government decided not to allow any Americans to be there in the British Parliament, which might become a cause of tension for the British government, and which might become a factor of dishonor in front of the members of Parliament. That's why the British government did not want to be dishonored at the hands of the Americans in the British Parliament. And hence, King George III refused to recognize that decision of the British government to make them representative of the British Parliament. As a matter of, in fact, as a result of it, the Americans felt too much insulted. They wanted to be member of the British Parliament, but their demand was not accepted. On the contrary, the decision of imposing taxes on them was not withdrawn. The high amount of taxes which was demanded, the Americans did not want to pay it without having any representation in the British Parliament. That's why, my dear students, the people of America, they started organizing meetings in order to make the people, common people, mass, understand what was to be done. A large section of people of different villages of America, they gathered themselves to be a part of the meetings in order to hear the voice of their leaders to make their country free from British control. And what happened to them? Ultimately, taxation of the British colony, taxation on the American colonies. Although they were bound to pay taxes imposed by the British, yet they kept on agitating against the British government. But what was needed most was a strong leader who could protect them from their distress. Ultimately, one person appeared before them to be their leader, strongest leader. He was George Washington. We shall discuss about him later. But up to which today I taught, I re-explained, I think you have better understood. Next day, the remaining part. Up to this, my dear students, thank you. Thank you so much.